Hi, Julie Jules Cruise Companion, or Exploring Jordan with Jules, or Retire at 60. I am sitting here in another unique situation. I'm recording this in November of 2023, and at the moment there is still hostilities raging by the Zionists in Israel against the Palestinians. So it has been a very additionally fraught couple of months, and it has impacted everybody in a lot of unique different ways. And my goal is to buy a property in the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. And with the rise in hostilities, that has impacted me in several different ways. And I'll go through them for you. So being on social media and having an opinion on a lot of different things, it's not uncommon during times of crisis that people become very tribal, and even on social media, the portrayal of certain groups within conflicts can be distorted because of biases, and I have been trying to educate people as much as I can in relation to the reason that there is particular crisis, upheaval, unsettlement, etc. in the region of occupied Palestine. And not everybody is open to understanding the history of why this current conflict in November of 2023, from October 7th of 2023, and continuing in November of 2023 is happening. And within social media, I have attracted a lot of negative comments, and I have basically blocked and deleted people that have disparaged me, disparaged my appearance, hoping that I die in some unique ways, including being eaten by sharks. So what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to disrupt my plan of living in the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan just because there is continual conflict the world has to come to terms with in relation to the occupation of the Palestinian people. So what I have been doing is I've been doing my research about what types of properties to buy, how to buy property, what is the cost of buying a property. But now, because of this upheaval, because of the response to the occupation, of course, it's disrupted global markets. So anything that financially I was going to try and achieve in relation to buying a property in the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan has been disrupted because the Jordanian dinar is linked to the US dollar, and because of that, the US dollar has plummeted, and now my exchange rate is not a favourable exchange rate. I normally would get an exchange rate of about 0.44, but at the moment I'm only getting about 0.22 or 0.28, which basically means that if I wanted 1,000 Jordanian dinar, I would have to pay close to 4,000, not quite 4,000 Australian dollars to get 1,000 Jordanian dinars. So if I was going to purchase a property at 60, no, make it less, make it 40,000 Jordanian dinar. That means it would probably cost me closer to 120 to 150,000 Australian dollars at the moment with the current exchange rate, which normally if it was 40,000 Jordanian dinar, when the exchange rate is 0.48, it would have cost me 85,000 Australian dollars. So with me wanting to purchase a property, whether I found a property now and negotiate that I don't pay until the exchange rate improves so that I get better value for my money, I'm just going to have to wait and see. What I have done, I've been in Jordan for 3 days, 4 days, 3 days, and I have looked at approximately 12 or 15 properties. I've got another 5 to look at today, plus I have engaged a lawyer. So I am about to sign a power of attorney, which it is written in Arabic, and I have translated it via Google Translate 3 different times, cross-referenced them, and so that I can see what that says, which is a basic power of attorney that will support me being able to have the lawyer represent me in the purchase of a property, that if I'm out of the country, they can go to the Lands Authority and act on my behalf within the courts. So that will be okay. It is going to be just an interesting journey and pathway. What I will have been doing is I will have run, or will be running, just some vision of some of the properties that I've been looking at. There's one particular property that at the moment I particularly like, but I've only looked at 12 different properties. So it's going to be a very interesting few days. I will do another update at a certain point. But this is basically touching base to indicate that my plan to have a second residence in a foreign country is potentially moving forward. It is being inhibited by several different factors. The world crisis in relation to wars, exchange rate, that affecting the exchange rate, that affecting people's public opinion, because I have always stood, being a registered nurse, on behalf of the masses. I don't believe that anybody, any child, any civilian should be harmed in any way, shape or form for anybody's political purpose. And so that's why being on social media at the moment, regardless of what your perspectives are, it can be quite fraught. So I am looking to purchase a property in Jordan. Whether that succeeds or not, I am investing both time and money at the moment. So I'm not going to necessarily do as many vlogs about different antiquities in Jordan on this trip. I will at the back end of the month while I'm here, but mainly this focus is going to be securing a property for when I come back next year and the year after and the year after. So this is Julie Jules Cruise Companion, exploring Jordan with Jules, or retire at 60. Saying stay safe everybody, and educate yourself and keep a balanced perspective, and don't allow your humanity to vanish as it appears that some other parts of the world's humanity is vanishing. Stay safe everybody, and happy travels.